Hey everyone, this is Mark. So it's been a little over a week since I've posted anything. Um, so as you may recall, um, I had the epidural, or actually it's called steroid injections, in my back last Friday. They were wonderful. The injections helped for 24 hours. After the first 24 hours, my back pain came back with a vengeance, and it's like 5 times worse now. It's really unbearable. But, you know, I still have some kind of reserves about having a stimulus implant in my back. I'm not sure what I want to do about that. I want to see if there's some other options. Um, but the good news of the whole visit was that when they put me on the scale, I saw that I lost 17 pounds. Yay! So, and forgive me if there's any kind of wind noise. It's a little bit breezy out here. I'm sitting out in the backyard at my sister's duplex here in Reno, Nevada. Um, yeah, I'm so glad that my sister has offered me this place to stay uh, until my settlement and everything comes through. I'm going through a lot of worries as to, well, how much is it going to be? What am I going to get for the settlement? I have no idea. I continue to look at RVs all the time, and a shout out to Paula. Thank you, Paula, for sending me that link to that RV. And thank you to my viewers, and even the viewers that are emailing me, even though I haven't posted a video in over a week, with their concern about me. You guys, that means more to me than you can imagine. So I'm here in Reno, and I just feel so detached. When I had to move away from where I was living originally, right when I moved into the hotel, I got a P.O. box, and I got the P.O. box 4 weeks ago, and no mail was showing up. The first piece of mail actually showed up yesterday, and when a bunch of mail comes in, then a good friend of mine, Tony, he's going to bundle it up and send it down here to this address. One of the things that's going on here too is that Reno's elevation is over 5,000 feet, and it makes it actually very hard for me to breathe. And that's a tough one. I've called my cardiologist. As a matter of fact, I had a cardiologist appointment that was scheduled for Monday. However, I was in Reno already on Saturday, so I had to cancel that appointment. I called them to ask if my body will become acclimated to this altitude, and they just gave me some advice on stuff and told me if things get worse, if I start palpitating more, and AFibbing more, for me to go to the emergency room. So let's hope that none of that happens. My medications and all my doctors are up in the Bay Area, so I have no way of getting to my appointments, no way to get to the follow-up appointments for my back, which makes this whole thing just really tough. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can about everything, and it gets tough sometimes. It's really tough, because I don't want to discourage anybody. I want people to know that when you're going through this, that there is a light at some time. At some point, there's a light. So basically, since I've been up here, I will say though, there's been somewhat less stress since I've been here. Not having to worry about paying for a hotel room and whatnot. So that's nice. And I live here. I not live here. I'm just staying here temporarily with my sister, and her younger daughter, who's 20 years old, lives here with her daughter, her little 2.5-year-old. And Janae is just so amazing and helpful for me. She knows that my breathing has gotten really bad since I've been down here, and has offered to go run my clothes to the laundry room, which is right probably 250 feet away from me, and it's up a little incline. And yeah, the only thing is that I hope this settlement happens soon, because I'm pretty much destitute right now and don't know how I'm going to make it. I've got phone bill that needs to be paid. Now, as far as medication, now one of my doctors, the spine doctor actually, sent a prescription down here to Reno, but I'm on Medi-Cal, which is California. And so the pharmacy here will not accept the Medi-Cal, so I can't get the medications. I can get them if I had cash to pay them, but it's well over $100 to get the medications. It's embarrassing, but I suffer since I've been down here. High elevations make me constipated really bad. So I have to pick up something for that, and then there's a medication that they want me to try. It's called tramadol, so they sent me a prescription for that. But it does me no good while it's sitting in the pharmacy and I can't get it. So I'm gonna have to figure out some other way around it. I'm kind of at a loss for words. I have so much to say, but I don't know how to spit it out right now. I'm just really, my mind goes everywhere all the time. I'm constantly thinking about everything and anything. One of the things I do since I've been here is, because I was able to, I brought my computer down here, and thank God she's got a good Wi-Fi connection here, so I've been binge watching House on Netflix. I love that show. And other than that, when I don't do that, I'm sitting there on the computer trying to find ways of making an income. What am I going to do when I get the settlement and I'm got the RV? I know I'm going to leave California and head to Washington or wherever I can. It's going to be Washington. I know that. I'm trying to think of, well, can I create a website, a web store to sell products? I've done that before. It was funny because I'm always thinking about some type of business to get into or to do. And I was watching a video on YouTube about a guy that goes and travels in his van and part-time lives in it, and the way he decked it out and stuff. And he had a lot of fishing gear with him, and he had a big tub of all these materials to make the little flies for fishing, fly fishing. Wonder how that's done. So I started watching tutorials online and seeing how they're made, because I'm thinking, well, maybe I could do something like that. I have no idea. I'm just trying to figure out anything and everything that I can do. I've been looking at websites for, work camping websites where people go, for instance, to Amazon. Amazon has several locations, and and they have RV parks specifically for people that will work at Amazon for part of the year during the peak season. That'd be kind of cool, except physically my back won't handle that, because the positions usually are picking or packaging, and to stand up for 8 hours a day is really quite impossible for me at this time. I'm determined to get through this, and to get through this with the back injury. I've never been so sedentary in my life. I love motorcycles. I've been riding bikes for years and years, and right now I would never, even if I had a bike, I couldn't do it. I really miss both my bikes. I had a 2007 Harley Ultra Classic and a 2008 Honda Goldwing. I just miss them so bad. especially now, kind of getting kind of nice out. It's a little breeze just picked up again. The sun's on the other side of the duplex right now, so I've got some shade right here, and the breeze feels nice. Now, I'm just concerned too that when I get to Washington, if I'm going to be able to get health coverage up there, especially what is really important to me. Well, it's all important to me, but the heart, making sure that I have a capable doctor of taking care of my heart. Right now, as far as I'm concerned, I have the best cardiologist around, and it's through Stanford, and I'm just lucky and glad to have the care like they provide. I knew I should have outlined something to talk about. I guess that just gives me a reason to put up another video. You know, I want to thank you, give a big thank you to a gal that I worked with for many years at DuPont. Her name was Trina Lopez, or not was Trina Lopez, her name is Trina Lopez. She went and created a GoFundMe page, or however you call it, for me to try and get help through this. And if anybody is capable or able to help, I have bills coming up that I have no idea how I'm going to be able to pay them, but I will find a way somehow. And so down in the description of this video, I will post a link to that GoFundMe page, as well as when you're on my main YouTube page. If you look on the right hand side in that picture of the flag, you'll see an Instagram link, a Twitter link, and you'll also see a PayPal link. So you can, if you feel, make a donation. And I feel really weird asking for that. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video right now, and I know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my notebook or notepad, and I'm gonna do an outline of stuff that I'd like to talk about more. I was absolutely kind of unprepared to do this video, but I wanted to get one out there so people would know what's happening right now. And I just want to say thank you again to those of you who are really showing concern for me, and that just means so much to me, more to me than you could ever imagine. So anyways, I am going to run inside right now, and I'm going to upload this video, and I'm going to start thinking about the next one, and hopefully, well, it shouldn't be a week before I post the next one. I'm going to try and post one every other day, or I'm going to even try and post one every day. I guess I'll try to do it. It's supposed to be really warm this week, in the 90s. So right now at this time, the shade's coming over, and so it's really comfortable out here right now, and it's like 80 something degrees, or 80 degrees, or whatever. Anyways, I look forward to putting this video up and hearing from you. And if you guys have any advice on what somebody can do to get into a business of making stuff, or I mean, you know my situation, what my situation is going to be, I would really appreciate any advice or anything you guys can suggest. So I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Have a great day.